I did, thank you.
Well, Coach, don't know the status, obviously, of Donovan Mitchell, but it could be one of those games again, like the New Orleans game, where they could be out with one of the best players. And as a coach, you always find, how do you motivate your boys when you know that's happening?
Well, they're a playoff team. I mean, with or without Donovan Mitchell. So, we have a responsibility, home game, coming back after a very successful 2-game road trip, to play our game no matter who's playing. And that's something that we continue to remind our guys. I hit him this morning, Vic, about we're 7-1, and yeah, you should feel good about it, but don't celebrate it. We still have a lot of work to do, and more importantly, understanding why we're 7-1. We're I think the number 3 ranked defensive rating team in the NBA. So continue to play great defense, fly around, and when we do that, we give ourselves a chance, no matter who's playing or not playing for the other team. And if Donovan plays, great, we'll accept that challenge. If he doesn't play, we'll have to be ready for the other guys that are going to take his place.
There was a play in the second quarter of the Cavs game where Nikola got switched on to George Hill, and I think forced him into a pretty tough contested, tough runner. How do you feel Nikola is just defending in space this season?
Yeah, he had another one after that against Osman, where he did a really good job on the left wing in front of their bench. He's doing a really good job. Once again, defense is about caring, it's about pride, it's about commitment. And I think Nikola, so far has shown a lot of progress in that end. Last year I thought he was really committed as well and had a good defensive season. People are always going to say, well, he's not a shot blocker, he's not this, but there's other things he can do to show that he's a capable defender. And for to your example, his ability to guard some of these smaller players one-on-one and not just get blown by and not just give in is a sign of growth and improvement.
Does he seem quicker to you this year, just side to side?
I don't know if quicker and Nikola Jokic in the same sentence would ever be no, you know what? All kidding aside, when the season ended last year, and I've said this to you guys before, it was about continuing to work on mental toughness and being a leader, which he's done, and working on your body, getting stronger, getting tighter, and working on your foot speed. And we've done a lot more this season, a lot more footwork drills and practices, where I think all of our guys are getting better with their footwork and their quickness. So, I think he's getting better in that area. I really do.
Coach, how does the way you attack the basket change when you have a rim protector like Rudy Gobert?
Try to space him out. I mean, you saw it last night. Memphis has gone in there twice and beat them. Marc Gasol's a pick and pop big. Nikola Jokic is a pick and pop big. And try to get Rudy Gobert away from the basket. And Memphis did a great job of that last night, and hopefully we can do the same thing. If he is down the floor, we have to look to engage him, attack him, and get him in foul trouble. When we get Rudy Gobert in foul trouble, obviously their defense changes quite a bit. But they're a good defensive team. Quinn has done a great job. They're aggressive. They're into you. And we're going to have to handle that aggressive physical nature for 48 minutes.
Trey has had almost 2 double-doubles in back-to-back games. What have you seen from just the energy that he's bringing off the bench? And obviously that second quarter, I think he was integral in the Cleveland comeback.
Yeah, I just see a guy that, when you look at his three-point percentage, it's like, okay, that's not the shooter that we know Trey Lyles is and is going to be. But like everybody else, when you're struggling to make shots, how can I impact the game? I can play good defense, I can rebound at a high level, and I can look to play off the bounce, attack, and get to the foul line and score inside against maybe a mismatch when they switch. But Trey's been a really solid player for us. He's a big part of us this season and moving forward. And that three-point shot's going to start falling for him. I really believe that. But in the meantime, continue to play aggressive basketball. One thing I always harp with Trey is an aggressive Trey Lyles is an effective Trey Lyles. And when he's attacking, he takes his game to a different level.
Mike, obviously I think a big part of the reason you guys are 35-10 in your last 45 home games going back to last year is because you're a better team, you've improved, all that kind of stuff. But is there anything that you guys have really tried to do to take even more advantage of this home court, or is there anything there that explains that, or is it just simply you guys are getting better as a team?
There's no magic potion. There's no we're doing this differently during shoot-arounds, or we're drinking this smoothie before this game. It's just a matter of taking pride in your home court. I think 2 years ago we were not a very good home team, not where we wanted to be and needed to be. And last year to go 31-10 was the fourth best in the NBA. But I think when you win at home as consistently as we have, and some of the close games and some of the quality of teams that we've beaten, that just gives you a confidence. And I think you see that confidence. We can't rely on that. We have to bring it every night. Just like tonight, they played back-to-back division opponent. You know, it's going to be probably a really exciting environment in here with it being a weekend. But I think the belief is there and the confidence is there playing at home.
Coach, the Denver Nuggets are off to their best start since 1976. Where was Coach Malone in '76?
Oh, I was back in New York, you know, with my 3 sisters and my 2 brothers, probably getting into trouble. Yeah, if memory serves correct. I have to check my mother on that one.
The Nuggets coach back then was Larry Brown, by the way,
Yeah, Larry
wearing
Brown,
overalls on the sidelines.
who's now in Italy. I mean, which is kind of crazy how things change. But they asked me that after the game, best starts in '76, and that's why I hit the players this morning. I'm not trying to downplay the start. I mean, like our guys should feel good about our start. Everybody should. Our fans, everybody within the organization. It's a good feeling to get off to a great start. The concern you have as a coach, obviously, is when guys start reading the press clippings. Hey, great start. Everybody's patting you on the butt, saying you're doing a great job, and you get a little soft with that. I don't want that to happen to our team because ultimately, for us, 7-1 is great, but it's going to come down to will we be a postseason team? Let's put everything else to the side. We had a great finish to the season last year. Didn't make the playoffs. That's really all that mattered. So embrace the good start, feel good about it, but understand we have a lot of work to do and a lot of games yet to be played.
Paul's been able to string together a couple really impressive offensive games here as of late. What's been the key to that from just your perspective?
The ball's gone in. I mean, it's a make or miss league. You know, he was struggling because he wasn't making shots, but he still defended, he still rebounded. Now he's, once again, we said it many times before he found this rhythm, it wasn't going to be a whole season-long slump he was in. It was just a matter of him continuing to put the work in, find that rhythm, see the ball go in, get some confidence, making sure we're getting him the ball where he's most effective and comfortable, and he does the rest. So I'm happy for him. And hopefully some of these other guys that are still struggling to make shots, especially from the three-point line, hopefully we can get everybody on board. And when we do that, we got a chance to go from being the 12th offensive efficiency team in the NBA to hopefully a top 5 offensive team.
Is there anything you can do beyond? I'm sorry. Is there anything beyond just having shots fall offensively that you can do to help get this offense back on track to where you guys were last year?
No, it's a big part of it's making shots. I mean, when you're 29th in the NBA in three-point shooting, that's going to hurt your offensive efficiency. But think about how poorly we've shot the ball, and we're 12th in the NBA in offensive efficiency. You saw it in times in that Cleveland game where the ball was flying around. Juancho makes shots, so the offense looks great. We're generating a lot of other great looks. When the shot doesn't go down, the offense doesn't look as great. So I like the way we're running our offense. I like the pace in which we're playing. The shots that we're generating, we're valuing the ball at a higher level than we did last year and the year before. So, again, make or miss, not to oversimplify it, but once we start making those shots, I think we'll take off.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.